Hi guys, I just want to talk to you today about dogs and recall really, but not strictly recall. So basically, do you have dogs that sit off from you, that if they know that you like want to put them on a lead, will they not come right back to you? They'll come so far but they won't come right back to you. Or even when you're throwing a ball or playing a game, do you throw a ball and then they'll half come back, or they get distracted, or they won't drop the ball, give you the ball, things like that. So I have a really simple but really nice game, if you like, theory, way of doing things that I do, and I do it the same with every single dog, whether that's one of the Malleys, Labrador, complete pet dog, absolutely anything. Doesn't have to be working dogs. We're not talking working dogs here now at all. We're talking anything. And that is, first of all, that I have two balls exactly the same. So one cannot be favoured over the other. And I always have those two balls. So if I know that there's going to be like a game, or I'm going to engage in some sort of activity with the dog, there has to be two balls. Now, I really like the Durafoam swing and flings. So this is the large. I have mediums as well, that are probably a bit smaller to fit in pockets, and sort of these are like really for like shepherds, the bigger size. The mediums are probably more ideal for your smaller labs and downwards. They float as well. All of Star Mark's Durafoam products float. But what I really love about the Durafoam is it's completely non-abrasive. So these are brand new. These haven't been anywhere near a dog. But you will actually find with the Durafoam, when they actually get teeth marks like in the ball. And the reason they get that is because the ball actually absorbs the bite. So all that pressure that's normally like surrounding a rubber hard ball, that can damage gums and damage the roof of the mouth, damage teeth, even when they catch it in midair. You don't get any of that with these because the ball actually completely absorbs all that pressure from the bite. So they're actually really safe to use, completely non-abrasive, and it's in the top of the roof of the mouth. So if you've got a dog that likes to really like chew on a ball and like altering its position in its mouth, really good, like tennis balls and things like that, really abrasive to the tongue and the top of the mouth. And you'll find that's when you start to get bleeding gums and bleeding like roofs of mouth and tongues and stuff. You won't get any of that with these. So that's a little bit about them to start with. But yeah, two identical. I like them on the rope, the swing and flings. I sell them also just as a ball, this size, and the medium just as a ball as well. I like them on the rope because it taps into the dog's prey drive. So what I'm going to teach you now is that when you throw one of these for the dog, you get the other one out immediately. And as the dog collects, picks up, retrieves the first ball, you swing this ball around, and the dog will keep its speed up coming back to you, so they don't slow down, because often you'll find dogs go out much quicker than they come back. So that helps your speed. Secondly, you've always got and are more interesting than what is now effectively a non-interesting toy that's now in their mouth. That prey, that instinct to go and chase something, they've got it, and now they're coming back. Now, normally they'd be coming back to drop the ball for you to throw it again. But if you've already got another ball and you're winging it around on the end of this rope, that really sparks prey drive of the dog. So they will come, bang, straight back into you. And it also promotes and makes it much easier to teach an out or a drop or a leave or whatever you want to call it. Let's go with out, because that's what I use for the purposes of this video. So go back to how we taught the sit, how we teach the down. We teach the position before we add the word. You can do that here. So you don't have to start shouting out. You don't have to start shouting drop. They will instinctively drop that ball, out the ball, in waiting for you to throw the next one that you've got in your hand. So after that's happened a few times with no word, you can start introducing the word out as they drop it, out as they drop it. And then eventually you can put a pause in before you throw your second one, and you can ask for an out. And then you've taught your out properly in exactly the same way that we teach the positions. So we're not just shouting random words at the dog, we're teaching the dog what the word actually means. So that's a very quick, I know it's very quick, but a quick tip, honestly, one of the best things ever. Two balls, identical. They must be identical. I don't think I covered that to start with, because you don't want one to be favoured any more than the other, because then obviously they're going to keep that one and you don't want them to. You want them to be exactly the same so that you're always in control. People then say to me, which is a very good point, how do I stop the game? Because they're always going to have one ball. So understandably, yes. So they come back for your second ball as per normal, and then you just say, good boy, good girl, and you turn and you move, and they're allowed to carry it off. So they've won that ball. That's theirs to win. Now, they're not allowed to drop it, and they're not allowed to mess about with it, but they are allowed to carry it back to the van, back down the path, whatever. If they drop it, and this is really important, it's yours. You pick it up and it goes straight in your pocket. So they need to want that ball more than anything else. If they're prepared to get bored of that ball and something is more interesting, like a smell or something, you pick up the ball and you take the ball. So you are always in control. They don't get to choose when they pick or choose. So if I bring these balls out, my lot go crazy because they want to play, and they will play and play and play and play and play until I say game over. And then they will carry it back to the van or back to the kennel. And then when they drop it, it's yours. So that's how you end the game, because people do say that to me, and it is very, very true, because they will always have one ball. Works the same on water, exactly the same. Don't do anything differently. Exactly the same steps with water as well. So I hope you found that useful. If there's any questions, let me know under the video. It's always great, guys. If you're thinking it, somebody else will. So if you comment, I'll always answer under the video with any sensible questions, because I can promise you, if you sent me the question, 10 other people have as well. So if I've missed something, put it under the video and I'll always answer it under there, because people are always thinking exactly the same thing as you.